Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. Big article in the paper this morning talking about how they wanted to get chunk plays in the run game. Well, early on, there's a good one.
There is, and for guys on defense, they've got to remember the old adage. You've got to meet force with force, and if you don't, you get run over, as they did on that last play.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. You look at this Browns defense. They've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem, when you love those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really mess up your averages.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Nick's going to give to Harvey. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. Anything to make of this, or just a bad stretch? Because he had the 2 fumbles he lost last week, and now a third.
It's a bad stretch, but it's one that he has to make sure he overcomes. This isn't a...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Bo Nix doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Broncos will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Ready.
On the ground, this is Quinshawn Judkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The Browns at 2-8 now in the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 43. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
43-yard line.
Ready. Cougar 19.
Here's Sanders. Open man, he completes it to Judy. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
8 yards on the
This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but eventually they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
7 Pirates, 76, Mustang 19.
To throw now. Here's Sanders. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go, set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready?
On play action, here's Shadur. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. Boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
Panther 60, Warrior 70. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready?
Sanders. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive as they watch the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 7-7, our score after 1. Harvey now on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing, Nix. Setting up a screen for Harvey. It's a little maneuver. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, they go with Harvey. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd down and 4. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Franklin. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's another Broncos first down. A gain of 16 yards. And the Broncos first
On
down.
play action, here's Nix. Now he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Malik Collins. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Bombers.
To throw is Nix. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
What a sequence there defensively. You get the sack to move him to third and long. Then here, just nothing available. And he's got to throw it away.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep here for Bryant. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
The score, Broncos 14, Browns 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through.
Down the numbers. There he goes. He may go. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Quinshon Judkins, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a good return, but he pays the price at the end of it as he's picked up and thrown down. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in his booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sand.
Here is third and quite a ways.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Nix from the shotgun. He'll try and do this himself. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fighting through, and he's got space. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
To throw is Sanders. Setting up a screen for Jenkins. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
He's had success running the football. This is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
70.
3rd down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Here we go. Let's go.
Going for it with Sanders. And a good stiff arm and some space to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year and 3rd overall. And the Browns take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 21-14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Nick's going to keep this himself. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here's Nix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 65 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Browns drive about to get started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Sanders. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
From the gun, it's Shador. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's first and 10 up at the 46. Sanders to throw. He'll swing this out to Jenkins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Cowboy 80.
An inside run to Jenkins. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now a second and 6.
Here we go. Ready.
They go play action now. Sanders. Pass caught by Fannin. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So they don't get anything out of that completion. I guess when you roll out of the pocket like he did there to the left, if you're going to throw it, you better gain some yardage.
Now, can you just hear the old school coaches right now? You threw it for no yards? They don't want the ball in the air unless something positive is going to happen downfield. In that case, they'd rather have the quarterback try and run it himself. Just take care of the ball. Nothing else. Just slide and get down.
First and goal.
A final shot before break. Sanders. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Quinshon Judkins as time expires in the first half. And the Browns have taken the lead on the final play of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
28. Broncos 21.
These offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? touchdown. And they've got to be sick over that opening kickoff. They get the ball, hoping to go down and score, and just like that, they cough it up, the other team scores.
So much for the best laid plans. The offense spent all their time in the locker room at halftime plotting, getting the ball back, taking it downfield, and putting 6 points on the board. I just wonder, do they have a 12-point drive in them now? What a way to start the half.
All changed in the blink of an eye. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Able to slither by. And he'll take it up past it. .25 at the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing, Sanders. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
18 Ready. Panther 60, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
From the shotgun, Sanders. That is caught. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll look to throw here on first down. A short throw hauled in by Trimble. And taking it across midfield and just shy of 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
19.
On first down is Jenkins. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd and 3. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Riley Moss. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Well, here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Out is Jake Bates to try the field goal. This a 43-yard attempt. Bates' kick is good, and they have regained the lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Browns drive about to get started. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Down inside the 40.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Come on. Hey, Cowboys, 79 Broncos.
Play action. It's Sanders. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
A man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there.
Hawk 70.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sanders. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Flash, alert, Broncos, 6.
They'll give it to Jenkins. To the 27-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
19 Charger, 60 Maverick, 6, go.
To throw now, here's Sanders. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Throw over the middle is taken in by Dale. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tank Dell, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Up the middle, it's Harvey. A little juke. It's spinning now. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Harvey. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun is Nix. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Nix to the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Now it's Nix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. He hit his first, this one from 38. Bates' kick is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And running with power here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
First and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit, because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off, because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
Bronco 80.
Here's Sanders. Now they go screen. It's complete. There he goes again. And down to the 19-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is third and inches.
Ready.
They'll try and run here with Jenkins. Oh, he is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beef eaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Ready. 60 by 6.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
4-yard gain.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
Here we go. Set. Go.
Jenkins fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves.
Trying to hammer it into Jenkins. And And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to get the lead up to 4. And his kick here is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll look to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Run with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Bombers.
He's back to throw.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. They're going. It's Nix.
He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Go! Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready, right?
Give up the middle. Judkins.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Quinshon Judkins, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
45. Broncos 34.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. This is 1st and 10.
To throw is Nix. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Under 50 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Nix. Well, that'll be incomplete. And took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
He's got him in, complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st.
And the Broncos 1st down.
Here's Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you often get tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. This to get it back to a 1-score game. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And that'll make this an 8-point game. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 40.